Homage got the vibe.
What's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy JD coming at you with yet another review, and this one's a special one, guys, because in my hands I have all three colorways of the all-new Off-White Nike Terra Kiger 5. What is up, you guys? If this is your first time on the channel, my name is Josh, but most people call me JD, and if you enjoy honest sneaker reviews, just come hang out with me. Hit that subscribe button and definitely drop a like if you enjoy the content. Now let's get into it. So like I said, all three colorways of the latest Off-White and Nike collab, this time on a silhouette that not a lot of people have heard of, and that is the Terra Kiger 5. This is actually a trail running shoe, and this was part of an entire women's track collection that Nike and Off-White collabed together. Along with the sneakers came some track pants, some track tops for the ladies. Before I even begin the video, guys, let me know down in the comments which is your favorite colorway. Even if you don't like any of them, leave a comment down below. I definitely do have a favorite. I'll let you guys know that later on in the video. So if I'm not mistaken, this is the first Off-White and Nike collab on a silhouette that wasn't part of the original 10. So naturally, a lot of people were hyped. So this is kind of like phase 2 of the Nike Off-White partnership, if you will. There's gonna be actually more sneakers dropping in the future between Off-White and Nike that weren't part of the 10. There are rumors of a Nike Vapor Street Off-White collab coming out, and I am pretty excited about those pairs. So let's get into the sneaker by talking about the materials. So basically, there's a ton of materials on this shoe, just like any other Off-White Nike collab. Primarily the front part of the shoe as well as the side portion is made out of this kind of like synthetic nylon material. And you also have patches of kind of hairy suede all over the shoe on the toe box, as well as on the back of the shoe. You have this rather nice, it feels like kind of like high quality hairy suede material. The laces are also very interesting. So on the inner part of the shoe, you have like your basic standard flat laces. And of course, the laces say shoelaces in quotation marks, like with any other Off-White sneaker. But what's even more interesting is on the outside, you have this, what looks like hiking laces. And the laces are dotted with this 3M material all over them. Once again, this is a trail running sneaker, so that's kind of where the hiking inspiration comes from. That's why you have the hiking laces. And to me, I think the hiking laces just make the shoe. I think that's probably the dopest feature of the shoe. The sole of the sneaker is done in this Nike Zoom material, which of course makes the sneaker quite comfortable to wear, but not entirely that comfortable, because at the bottom you have what is the most striking feature of the shoe, what is the most spiky feature of the shoe, and that is these spikes on the bottom. These spikes are very bendable, of course, like they're not sharp or anything. So this sneaker, actually all three of them are in my girlfriend's size. So she tried them on, she was walking around in them, and basically her feedback for me was that when you walk in these, you definitely do feel those spikes. So it actually feels like you're walking on spikes. So that's not, I don't know if that was the intention of this sneaker, but that must be really annoying for sure. However, comfort aside, aesthetically, visually, I do kind of like how these spikes look, especially on this black pair. These like hyper pink, like fuchsia kind of spikes, really nice contrast, and just aesthetically, I like what the spikes bring to the shoe. Quick side note, if you don't like these spikes, these shoes definitely make a pretty good hairbrush. Yup. Pretty good. One feature that I kind of don't like about this shoe is this weird like skinny swoosh, this diet swoosh that you have on the lateral side. Why didn't they just put the regular swoosh? I don't know, like this skinny one, it looks a little weird. I'm not feeling it. On the medial side of the shoe, you have another swoosh, and on all three colorways, you have this, what looks like a tinfoil swoosh. It doesn't really feel like very high quality, this swoosh. Like I feel like it could just kind of rip off. Another very interesting thing about this shoe is this hang tag here. So the signature Off-White hang tag that you see on pretty much every Off-White sneaker. At this time, it's very different because it's, first of all, it's not red. It also has absolutely no writing on it, and it's also not plastic. So the material on this, I don't even know how to explain it. I guess it kind of feels like turf, you know, like kind of like if you're at a mini golf course, like how the ground feels, like kind of like felt. When it comes to the colorways, I actually think that these two colorways are super hard. I would say the white and green is my favorite, but not by much, just my slight favorite. I actually really like this black and hyper pink and I guess blue pair. The contrast on both of these are sick. This green pair, I'm not so sure about. It's just like the colors for me just don't work well together. I know he was going for like a contrast, but the contrast just doesn't seem to work. Maybe I would have liked it better if this sole was painted in white or something. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the green pair, but definitely the white and black pair, you can't go wrong with either of these, I think. When it comes to resale, so all three of these sneakers are actually reselling for not very high. So the white pair is the most sought after. It has the highest resale. The green pair you can pretty much get for retail. Like it's very low on StockX right now. And the black pair too is kind of in the middle between the two of them. Yeah, just go after the one you guys want. I think that prices will go up a bit in maybe like a couple of months, but I don't see them going up for the next 2 months, just because if you look at like the bids versus ask on StockX on pretty much all three of these colorways, you'll notice there's way more asks than bids. So that tells you there's not that much demand for these sneakers. So yeah, I don't think prices are gonna go up too much on these, but definitely if I were to pay resale for one of these, I would probably go after this white one. So when it comes to sizing, this is once again feedback I've gotten from my girlfriend who wore all three of these. If you have wider feet, you would definitely feel it here in the toe box. So the sizing suggestion is to go a half size up. For the ladies, just go half size up from your normal size. For the guys out there, just so you know how the conversion works, so these shoes are all listed in women's sizing. To do the men's conversion, you just go down by a size and a half. So for example, a size 10 in women's is a size 8.5 in men's. I would suggest going a half size up from your normal size. So if you are normally an 8.5 in men's, go a size 9 or a 10.5 in women's. What do you guys think of the spikes? Let me know down below. I know a lot of people have just absolutely trashed on these spikes and just absolutely hate them. But it seems like spikes are gonna be the thing for Off-White and Nike this year. If you look at the pictures of the upcoming Off-White Nike Vapor Street, that one also has a lot of spikes on the bottom. So it seems like that's Virgil's thing this year. So the spikes are not going anywhere. Overall, I would say I definitely do like this sneaker. If I was able to get this white one in a men's size, I would have totally kept it and not resold it, just because it's a very different looking shoe, and that's the kind of shoes I like collecting. Like I personally feel like if you're a sneaker collector, you gotta have sneakers that nobody else does. So this is just like a super weird sneaker, and I personally really like this pair. I also really like this black pair with the pink bottoms. So let me know what you guys think. Will you guys be adding, I'm talking to the men out there, are any of you guys interested in this sneaker? Let me know down below. Will any of you guys be copying these? Let me know. Quickly before I forget, let's talk about the box. So the box is also quite different from a normal Nike box. So the box has like a glossy finish to it. There's pretty much no logo or writing on the box. And it has these weird holes in them, which I really don't understand what's the point of these holes. I'm not a fan of them because I guess dust can go in them, little insects can go in them. You can't even use these boxes to hide anything because of course they got holes in them. So I don't know what's the point of this box. Anyways guys, that's pretty much my review. There's gonna be an on feet for all three of these sneakers coming up right now. Once again, if you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up button and drop a like, and definitely follow me on Instagram guys. I do a lot of traveling, and when I travel, I go to a lot of sneaker stores. I was just in London last weekend. Shout out to that subscriber I met actually on Carnaby Street in London. I forgot to ask you who your name was, what your name was, so sorry about that, but shout out to you. And yeah, on feet coming right now. Peace.